Respected elders, educationists, dear teachers, and dear students, welcome. Today, we are going to see the five couplets from 196 to 200 under the chapter 20, having the head, not speaking fruitless words, not speaking useless words. What Saint Voluvan says in these five beautiful couplets. Now, five couplets are fully pregnant of very deep and great things. Come, let us see them. Tirukural, comments and explanations with the new dimension. Five couplets from 196 to 200. Video 80, dated 21 1 2024. Couplet 196. Don't call him who praises fruitless words a man. Call him a chat among men. Again, don't call him who praises fruitless words a man. Call him a chat among men. What is the message of this couplet? That is, if a man is always using fruitless words and enjoying it, don't consider him as a human being. Take him simply a waste, good for nothing. Look, this is the message of this couplet. That is, don't call him who praises fruitless words a man. A man. Don't call him who praises fruitless words a man. Call him a chef a man. Again, if a man is interested in using fruitless words, don't take him a human being. Simply take him a useless waste, good for nothing. That's all. You see, content. Avoiding useless words would bring greatness. This is the central idea of this couplet. That is, avoiding useless words would bring greatness. Explanation. We should not call a person who always elevates useless words a man. That's, we should not call a person who always elevates useless words a man. It must be correct to call him. It must be correct to call him. It must be correct to call him a chap among people. That is, a man who is always speaking useless words should not be taken as a human being. He must be taken as a chap. That is a useless waste. It's a chap among human beings. That is, the man who frequently speaks high fruitless words should not be recognized as a human being. He must be found a chap among people. That is, Avoiding fruitless words would bring greatness. This is the message of this couplet. Avoiding fruitless words, that is, avoiding useless words, would bring greatness and pride. And then the couplet. Don't call him a man who praises fruitless words. Call him a chaff among men. That is, if a man is interested in using fruitless words, don't take him as a human being. Take him as a useless waste. That is as a chaff. That means a useless waste. This is the message of this couplet. Then let us see the couplet 197. The wise may speak even sinful words, but shouldn't speak fruitless words. This the wise may speak sinful words, but shouldn't speak fruitless words. It is you will be able in from some corners. You will be able to understand the meaning hidden in this couplet. That is what is the meaning message hidden in this couplet. That is, if a wise man uses a fruit, I mean, if a wise man speaks a sinful words that can be tolerated, that can be forgiven. But if a wise man speaks useless words, it would invite him degradation and disgrace. This is the message. That is, if a wise man uses a uses words by the slip of the tongue, by tongue slip, it would be excused. That is, if a wise man uses useless words by the slip of by tongue slip, or by forgetfully, it could be excused. It would be forgiven. But if a wise man uses useless words, it would bring him degradation and disgrace. So, wise people should be extremely careful in selecting and using words. An ordinary man can use even fruitless words. I mean, that could be taken easily. I mean, if an ordinary man uses fruitless words, either knowingly or unknowingly, that could be taken easily. But if a wise man uses fruitless words, it would spoil his name and fame. It's just, so that's simply the message is even if a wise man uses fruitless words, even if a man speaks evil words, he can speak, but on no account should he use useless words. Content avoiding useless words would earn greatness. Avoiding useless words would earn greatness. Explanation. Wise people may speak even vicious words due to the slip of the tongue, but at no account should they speak useless words. Useless words are worse than vicious ones. Useless words are worse than vicious ones. That is, though virtuous people speak vicious words by slip of the tongue on any account, they should, I mean, though vicious people speak vicious words by slip of the words, on any account they should speak fruitless words. Not uttering useless words would attract goodness. Not uttering useless words would attract goodness. That is, would bring greatness. It is avoiding fruitless words would earn greatness. Avoiding fruitless words would bring, would earn greatness. Again, a voice may speak even sinful words, but it should speak fruitless words. That is, even if a wise man uses vicious words, there is a sinful words that could be tolerated. He would be excused. But if a wise man uses fruitless words, he would be inviting degradation and disgrace. So, great wise people should never use useless words. It is good for them. Chapter 198. The wise who are in search of wonderful great things will not speak of weightless words. A very, very beautiful couplet. The wise who are in search of wonderful great things will never speak of weightless words. What is the message of this couplet? That is, wise people who have involved in search of finding out wonderful things for the use of the mankind would never indulge in using fruitless words. Again, wise people who have involved in search of finding out wonderful things for the use of mankind would never indulge in using fruitless words. This is the message of this couplet. Content. Wise people would always use only meritorious words. Wise people would always use only meritorious words. As the wise are always searching for wonderful and fruitful things, on no account would they use words which are not pregnant with excellent and extraordinary meanings. Such great people will not utter words which do not bring great benefits. Such great people will not utter words which do not bring great benefit. That is, wise people searching for great things would never indulge in uttering useless words. That is, wise people would always use meritorious words which are pregnant with wonderful meanings. Again, the wise who are in search of wonderful great things will not speak of weightless words. The wise who are in search of wonderful great things will not speak weightless words. The meaning, the message of wise people who have involved in searching in searching to find out wonderful great things for the use of mankind would never indulge would never indulge using fruitless words. Chapter 199. The wise souls bewitched the bewitching human desire, but no time and no wire will forgetfully use fruitless words. Again, a beautiful couplet. The wise souls bewitched the bewitching human desire, at no time and no wire will forgetfully use fruitless words. What is the message? That is, wise people who have already overcome, wise people who have already overcome the bewitching human desire would never indulge in using useless words, even forgetfully, even by tongue slip. You get the meaning? The wise who have involved in search of finding out wonderful things for the use of mankind would never indulge in use of useless words, would never indulge using useless words. This is the message of this couplet. That is, wise people would always use only fruitful words. Wise people who have bewitched the bewitching human desire on no account will speak useless words at any time and anywhere. That is, wise people would never use useless words, even forgetfully. That is, a wise would always use only fruitful words. Couplet 2000. Speak only useful words. Speak not useless words. Very simple. Words are very simple. The words employed here are simple by appearance, by letters, and outward meaning. By spelling and outwardly, they are very simple. But the meaning which are pregnant in it are very great, very, very great and wonderful. Speak only useful words. Speak not useless words. Dear students, if we should always speak only fruitful words. On no account should we use fruitless words. It is as I am coming on telling you, it is every language, either Tamil or English, any other language, every language is composed of thousands and thousands of, there is millions of words which are composed. These words are having, virtuous and vicious words. Every language is made up of by virtuous and evil words. The wise people, or the virtuous people, would select only virtuous words, avoiding useless words. So, the message is the simple. Now, the short answer is speak only useful words, speak not useless words means we should use only fruitful words. We should never use useless words. That's all. Content. It is wise to use only useful words. Explanation. We should avoid, we should always speak only fruitful words. We shouldn't speak fruitless words. That is, it is wise to avoid useless words. It is wise to avoid useless words and use only useful words. As a swan takes only milk, giving water in a mixture having milk and water. That is, if you give a mixture of if you give a liquid having the if you give a liquid having the mixture of milk and water to swan, if you give swan, if you give a mixture of liquid having milk and water to swan, the swan would take only milk, leaving the water. This is the wonderful, wisdom that the family of swan has got. So, like that, we human being having the sixth rationalizing power should be extremely careful in selecting and using. See, there are thousands and thousands of words which half of them are virtuous, half of them and the remainder are evil. So we should select only the virtuous and useful words, leaving, pushing away the useless words. That would bring us merit. Okay? That is, using only useful words is wisdom. Again, speak only useful words. Speak not useless words. That is, we should speak only useful words. On no account should we use useless words. That's all. This is the message of this couplet. Then come and then let us see the comment of this chapter. Not speaking fruitless words. Comments. Useful words are like teacups. Useless words are like horseradish words. Useful words are like teacups. Useless words are like horseradish words. Useful words would bring good name to the speaker and would be useful to the hearer. Useful words would bring name to the speaker and would be useful to the hearer. Useless words would invite adverse comment to the speaker. Useless words would invite adverse comment to the speaker. And it would make the hearer hot. So avoiding fruitless words would bring us greatness, would make us great. It is. I would like to quote 196th couplet. Don't call him who praise his fruitless words a man. Call him a chap among men. He who uses useless words is for nothing. Avoiding a totally useless words would bring greatness. Using fruitless words for saying something must produce unwanted result. The couplet 200, couplet 200. Speak only useful words. Speak not useless words. That is what we saw. just before. Speak, we should, I mean, speak only useful words, speak not useless words. Here the words I am using is different. What I have already used, what words which I have already used are not being used here. If you want to say anything, first you must think well. If it will be useful to all. That is, if you want to say anything, first you must think well. If it will be useful to all, and then you must choose useful and refined words and use them without hurting anyone else. On any account, handling useless and cunning words is not good. On any account, using useless and cunning words is not good. Let us always have positive thinking and use only useful words. Yes, yes. My dear children, my dear students, teachers, and the educated and the learned most, let us always have positive thinking and use only meritorious words which would bring us merit. Whether they are bringing us merit or not, definitely it won't bring us disgrace and degradation. So, respected elders, education is the teachers and their students. So far, we have seen the five couplets in chapter 20, having the head, not speaking useless words, that is, not using fruitless words. It is, it is a very book. The chapter is so old. They are giving a logical things. They are suggesting us things logically. What would happen if you use useless words? It doesn't matter whether we are wise or not. Of course, we may be very wise, but if we, whether knowingly or unknowingly, or by the slip of the tongue, or forgetfully use fruitless words, words which are hurting others, the feeling of others, and the produce of such words would be dangerous, would bring us great loss. It would damage our image. That is, it is totally immaterial whether we are wise or not. That is a secondary thing. But if we are human beings in using words, it is every language is a bundle of words having, I mean, meritorious and meritless words. Every language is a part and parcel of words which are partly virtuous, partly wise, vicious. It is partly meritorious, partly meritless. So it is people, it is we should be extremely careful in choosing words which would bring us a name to the user, to the speaker, and use to the hearer. We should select such words. On no account should we choose words, ill words, which would be hurting the hearers and also which would produce unwanted results. My dear children, my dear teachers, my dear educated, the learned community, it is not good to see us there. See, don't call him a man who is interested in using useless words. Call him simply a chap. That is a waste. That is as couplet 196 tells us, don't take a man who is interested in using useless words. Count him as a useless waste. That is, take him as a chap, good for nothing. So, there are so many peoples nowadays, politically, politically, they are using, I mean, sinful, vicious words, which are, uh, which are, I mean, worldly, which are worldly wounding, hurting the hearers. Inhumanly, irrationally, some politicians are using, disgraceful words. Dear, dear most of, dear enlightened mass, dear enlightened learned community, we are not politicians, but we are a part of the human mass. So if you are learned, if you are elders, it is a part. Whoever use whether even use useless words, whether knowingly or unknowingly, that doesn't matter. If a politician, only politicians are who are telling that they are people of news, they are criticizing things spoken or done by the other politicians. Even if a politician speaks fruitless and disgraceful words, the voice should not touch that. Such kind of disgraceful words and speech should be avoided. Should be avoided with a great manner. With a great manner, the disgraceful and useless words spoken by politicians or any news persons should be avoided. It would be useful both for the speaker or narrator and the common mass. So, as far as myself is concerned, what Valluvan is telling is, I'm proposing speak only useful words, and no account should you use useless words. If a man is in the habit of using useful and useless and disgraceful words, ignore him, ignore him, taking it as a useless waste. Don't give him any importance. Such mean creatures, being in the form of human being, should be punished by ignoring them. Why? Ignoring them is the best way of punishing them, punishing the useless people, disgraceful people. If you are going on talking about them again and again, then it would give some weight. You would give them some light. It is better. It is better to avoid such needless activities. So, okay, Yogan, I would say the best couplet, I like it. Don't call him who is always talking about useless words. Call him a chap among men. Yes, this is the couplet. So, if we are to entertain that couplet, then we should be extremely careful in selecting and using only fruitful words so that we would not be inviting any disgraceful and decadational comments from others. So, okay, respected elders, education is my dear teaching community and my dear children of learners of nowadays. I thank all of you for listening, for silently and carefully listening to my comments, recording the five couplets from 196 to 200. So I would request all of you, particularly my grandchildren and great grandchildren, be extremely careful in selecting and using words which are meritorious in every sense, in every way. Again, select only meritorious and fruitful words which would earn you good name and usefulness to others. So, okay, I thank all of you for listening to my class so far. Till I meet you in the next class, I wish all of you a very nice and sweet time. Thank you.